What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the Collective Clips, where you already know we toss it up, right? We really get it over here, man. If you're ready to get it with me. Super Norteno Part 2. Changa went wild on this one. Intro time. Welcome back, and if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. Man, and I'm very, very, very blessed to be and humbled to be blessed by your presence, right? Super Norteno, whooping. Let's get to a part 2. So in the last episode, man, we went to go visit Rick in Oklahoma. Yep, we had to do that, right? And so Changa was staying with my tia for a while because my primo was locked up. Sheila, she just stays there. She's the immovable object. She just, it's hard to move her. It's hard to get her to do anything. My tia be like, hey, fat bitch, can you do something like mow the lawn or something? Why aren't you doing it, mom? But first of all, let's get 2 things straight, bitch. I'm not your mother. Your mother's that freckled fat bitch that lives down the street, the one that's always calling CPS on us. 2, and this is very important. Get this through your fat fuck. Lift your chin and soak it, right? I'm not going to mow the lawn because it's not my fucking lawn to mow. This is your and Ricky's house, and I just live here and tell you what to do. So do what you got to do. Okay, right? But she'll get out there with the old school mower, and then it'll break because Ricky tweaked out on it. So it just doesn't work. So Sheila is just a staple in the household. She's just there. The food was there, and now it's gone. And you can find that shit in the toilet one time for your mind. But Changa was sticking around and staying around because at that particular time, her and Pepe were living with my tia. You know, he's throughout the state of California. You see, this kicking about the hola. Hit me from Walmart to Walmart. Hit me from Walmart to Walmart. So they just happened to be there. And we had went to Oklahoma. Now, on the way back, things were getting a little frustrating because Sharky, who was fooling around with Sheila, I'm sure he was. Or he told me he was, right? On the way back, he was more leaning towards Changa. He was trying to get him a little Changa action. Between him and the Paisa, Changa's whole cooler was manufactured, right? It was manufactured, it was there, and it was malfunctioned because they were both trying to get their fill on. The whole time I'm mad. What's the word for it? Seething. Because I'm in the front driving like, fuck, bro. To my dad, you drive. I don't want to drive. I don't want to drive. My old man, he got his hand right here. I got my hand. Yeah, where's his other hand though, bitch? Right? Trip out on that. So anyways, the whole time, anytime we stopped to eat or whatever, which was Sheila's favorite time, you know, she'd be like, when are we going to stop to eat? We just done 25 minutes ago. What are you talking about, right? That chick can eat. Like, look, if there's ever a competition in eating, and the winner is, all my money's going on Sheila. You know what I'm saying? Her back looks like Chito Ranas' back. So I might have to put a little yes or a 20 on Chito. But other than him, I don't think anyone can fuck with her. She's fat back too. So about the time that we were coming back into California, right, she was getting a little argumentative because her stomach was growling, and Changa is like a super gangster chick, straight Sureña, right? So Changa thought she was disrespecting her, talking shit, but really that was just her stomach growling. So Changa's like, what are you saying, eh? And she was like, nothing, I'm hungry. You're always fucking hungry. What are you trying to say, that I'm fat? Bitch, look in the mirror. I didn't say it, right? And so as I'm listening to the conversation, and these chicks have a love-hate relationship. Like Changa loves to like chorra, and the other one loves food and hates when she doesn't have it, right? So they argue all the time. And my tia's, why don't you bitches both shut the fuck up? You're messing up my view. Because when I look in the rearview mirror, all I see is neck and all I hear teeth, and it smells like a BBL. Don't fuck with me, right? So I'm like, oh shit, yeah, you ain't wrong, for reals. She's like, me and you are the only ones that get it. He don't understand it, but he better understand my nipples tonight or else. And your little ugly friend back there, he's a hood hopper. He just hops from hood to hood. That kid the other day was looking at my stretch mark, and now, look, he's over there with Hungry Hippo and fucking the Piranha. I'm cool. I don't want nothing to do. Your friend, in fact, let's drop him off first, Miko, as soon as we get into town, because that stinky breath he has. They call him Sharky, not because his fucking breath smells like a hammerhead, Miko. And the one day we went to the gas station that he walked in on me, and he pulled his shit out. He thought it was a urinal, was a sink. That son of a bitch. His shit looked like a hammerhead. His shit had a bola growing out of it, Miko. And I was like, yeah, that's too much information. But it's correct, though. Right? So as we pull in, we drop Sharks off. And she was like, I got something to tell you. She was like, your friend was trying to come on to me. You guys slept in the same bed. He wasn't trying to come onto you. He was trying to come on you. I'm sure he did. Right? My tia's like, I didn't know they shared a room. Tia, you were out there the whole time when you heard, right? It sounded like fucking an old man coughing in there. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I don't sound like that. Now, when he put it in, I was like, exactly. See, when he put it in, my tia, what did they put in? I'm going to tell my son you're getting shit put in you. She was like, no, he was trying to put the donuts back in the box. No, he was trying to put his box in your donut or his donut in your box, right? So as we're pulling up, my tia's, go to Modesto. I want to go eat at King's Table. So for those of you that don't know, Modesto, I don't know if it's around anymore. There used to be a bomb-ass restaurant called King's Table. King's Table was the shit. King's Table was the 1980s and 90s version of Hometown Buffet, but on steroids, right? King's Table had the bomb fried chicken. White 100 was like, oh, Paru! It had the bomb-ass fucking steak. Like just everything was bomb there. King's Table it cost a little bit of money. It was like $26, but it was worth it. And that was like my family's favorite go-to spot, King's Table. Always. Like, you know where I want to go, mijo? Let me guess, King's Table. Yeah, I do out there, get my shit licked. I want to go to King's Table, and I want to lick one of the shrimp that they have. They're bomb. So my tia came up with the bright idea, and Sheila was like all happy. Changa, her guts were inside out, and I understand she was going through the motions after spending a night in a hotel room with me. You know what I'm saying? Right? Double ha. You know what I'm saying? Because I was doing the double ha. So we go to King's Table. She's like, and she pulls me to the side. She's like, mijo, that she was cool like that. Like, hey, straight LA chick, right? She was like, mijo, my stomach hurts. I said, well, go. Maybe you need to take a shit or something. I don't know. But I'm going to go in there and I'm going to get me some King's Table because I'm the king and I'm going to sit at the table. My tia's like, I'm the fucking queen, bitch. I'm going to sit at the table too. The little paisa's like, ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? You can stay in the car if you don't want to eat. This is not a mocajete. This is King's Table, bitch, and this is our thing. So we get there. Sheila's all happy. She has the biggest smile. She looks like Garfield. Like she just ate a whole pan of lasagna, and the bitch is about to eat a whole pan of lasagna, right? She just looked ecstatic. She was in her zone. She was on her vibe. Her rhythm was of the night. She was happy. The only time I've ever seen Sheila happy is when my prima was popping the pimples on her back or she was eating. And this was like a mixture of the two. She was just like, we're going to King's Table, all happy. My tia was like, and you're paying for yourself, bitch. Use that welfare check for something other than buying your kids Ashpash Bagash. I'm like, Ashpash Bagash, it's Oshkosh Bagash. You know what the fuck I'm saying. You knew I was kids' clothes, right? I said, yeah, I did. Then that's enough. We fucking put you guys are lucky. You guys are lucky. You got, when you were little, you got Oshkosh fuck Bagash too. So anyways, we get there. Man, I'm grubbing. Changa comes. You know what I'm saying? I got to be nice because I tore her esophagus out. So I bought her food. And of course, the little paisa, my tia, he paid for her finally, right? With all that fucking water money he had. And Sheila, I had to pay for her too because how do I look just letting Sheila do that? We had already dropped off Sharky. So we went into Merced, dropped Sharky off, and then double back to Modesto. Got to, right? We got to drop the homie off because that gave, fuck you. That's it, straight up. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Well, I'll tell you, I'm here to tell you, yes, it was, right? So we get in there, we're grubbing. Boom, boom, boom. We're eating. And there's some other chicks. Now, I don't know if you've ever been out with chicks that look halfway decent. Now, Changa's fine when her mouth's closed, right? And when she stands up, she's beautiful. Hey, she's way better walking away than walking towards you. I'm going to tell you that much, right? Way better. She was born with the natural BBL, like phenomenal. Her shit is phenomenal. But sometimes it could be phenomenal, right? She smells like an animal. But anyway, that's why I tell her, hey, you got too much. Wipe that shit good. Like if you're gonna come sit around me, make sure you do the swipey, no swipey, because your shit is tart. So, anyways, we're all eating, we're grubbing, we're having a good time, and there's some other chicks. Now, if you've ever been around chicks and there's other chicks and you have experienced like I have experienced, women, earmuff it, they be tripping and shit. How women's are always in competition. Like the chicks are not even looking over there. I mean, think about it. I'm the only halfway decent looking one. The paisa, his teeth are reflecting off the light, right? So he's blinding people like a laser off the silver teeth. My tia, she just no nonsense. Don't give a fuck, right? Nothing on her matches at all. You know what I'm saying? She has a black nipple and a pink nipple. I don't know where that came from. It's my Oaxaca side, mijo. We're not even Oaxaca. It was the guy on it was Oaxaca, the one that bit it. He bit my shit and it's turned black. I don't know if there's something that he was drinking or it just Esta cazadores, right? She was just different. So nothing on her matches. right? Not her smile, not her crooked eye, nothing, right? But the paisa's happy. He's all content. ¿Qué es eso? She said, that's called a fucking cheese biscuit. They're better at Red Lobster, but we can't afford it. Just eat it, bitch, right? So they're over there arguing, doing their thing. And Sheila, I'm trying to stay as far away from her because she just, you think they trip if I get 3 plates? Yeah, if you get them back there, like she got up, I'm just going to have a salad. Why'd you put steak in your salad? Like, who does that, right? Then she comes back and she's like, the fried chicken is bomb here. Bitch, that's like 3 hens right there, just that. And then do they have seafood? I don't know. Go see if they have food left after you're done. And Changa, she's just eating normal. We're kicking it. But there's these chicks. And I'm not going to lie. I caught one of the chicks' eye. I'm like, whopping. Right? I had hit her with the way whopping. And as the chick walks by, she kind of gives me the sign like she wants to talk to me. I don't know. Maybe she just had a crooked neck or maybe she really wanted to get at me. Anyways, right? I had to go to the bathroom all of a sudden. I don't know. Maybe it was all the food I was eating. I needed to pee it out. Or it was the diabetes kicking in. Either way, I went, and as I go to the bathroom, I'm waiting in front of the bathroom. It's not that it's filled up. It's just that I went for content purposes. So I'm waiting there, and that chick comes down. I'm like, what's up? And it was just 4 chicks together at a table. She's like, what's up? You tell me, is that your girl or what? She's like, she's ugly. And I was, girls are always in competition. I was like, nah, it's my primo's girl. She's like, so you're just sitting all next to her. I see you rubbing on her and shit. I said, you can see that shit? I said, no, I was trying to, her stomach, I was trying to give her the Heimlich. That's what it's called, the Heimlich? I was doing the Heimlich maneuver like that. She was like, yeah, but you were touching her from the back. I said, well, that's what I learned. If you stick your finger in the culo, they'll pop it out, right? She said, no. So anyways, we're chopping up on like, shoot your number. She does. And Changa gets up to come to the bathroom to be nosy, all teeth and shit and ass. And she comes and Changa looks up and down. She's like, what's up, esa? And walks by and that girl's like, the fuck? Now, what I didn't know that I was going to understand in a few minutes was these chicks were straight Motown, Modesto, deep South Side representing Norte, right? Norte gang, right? And they just had a South Side chick walk by talking about, what's up, esa? Right? And I'm used to the gangbanging shit. Like we've done it our whole lives. We see Southerners or Northerners or whatever, right? What's up, esa? What's up, ene? All that. But to see chicks do it is like hilarious to me. I was just like, look at these chicks trying to gangbang and shit. That's all over my children. I haven't even brought it out yet. Imagine if I did, you know what I'm saying? You'd even have black chicks jumping up talking about, oh, Paru. You know what I mean? So anyways, I'm feeling myself. I get back my tia. What's going on over there? My tia's alert. She's very aware. What's going on over there? I seen fucking Changa. She was mean mugging them bitches, right? I said, nothing. So I could see the chicks. They're talking as one of them's eating a pork rib. She's a big chick. And it's like her and Sheila were like in a competition. Sheila had a beef rib. She had a pork rib. Sheila had a fucking chicken nugget. She had a chicken wing. Sheila had a chicken strip. That bitch had a pork chop. Like they were just like going fucking chop for chop. Like, I'll eat your pork chop, Big Al, right? They're going, and they're like in a competition in their minds. Like they could talk to each other in their mind. Bitch, you can't eat more oranges than me. All of a sudden Sheila's just downing oranges. And I'm like, this chick don't know. This big old fat chick from Gustine right here, she could take down, she could eat fucking anything that they can crop on the tractor all at once. She's different. Like with Sheila, it's the rice game. You have to add something to it. You have to add butter, soy sauce, liver. You know what I mean? You have to add something to it because she just like, she'll be like, I want seasoning. And our seasoning is like salt and pepper. Her seasoning is like steak. Do you understand? You know what I mean? It's just different. So as she's over there mean mugging with that one, having a competition, they're having a pie eating contest. Changa comes back. And Changa's like, what are you looking at, bitch? The chicks were not even looking at Changa. The one chick was looking at me, right? But she walks by and is like, what are you looking at, bitch? And them girls are like, what's up? And my tia's like, what's up then, bitch? And I was like, oh, man. The paisa's like, no. He's like, yo quiero un chingo de cheddar biscuits. He's over there. He wants chingo biscuits. Not cheddar biscuits, chingo biscuits. And so I'm like, hey, we're cool and shit. And Changa's like, no, fuck that, we're not cool. What's up? Right? So the girls are like, you're not from around here. We could tell. She's like, why? Because I got a better ass than you? I'm like, they're going neck and neck on pork chops. You guys are going neck and neck on ass, but Changa, you do got her. Changa did. It was hard to beat her in the ass department. I ain't gonna lie. If there was like an ass department in the store, Changa was on the high shelf for real, like the expensive one. So they're like, whatever. They go back and forth a little bit. Changa's like, I'll fucking beat that bitch's ass. She was like, Sheila, are you down? Now, remember, her and Sheila haven't been getting along lately. You know what I'm saying? On the ride back because her stomach growling was fucking up old girl's equilibrium, like I said. So we got Changa with the hurt stomach. We got Sheila with the full stomach. We got my tia with stretch mark stomach. And we got me trying to have abs with no stomach, right? And everybody's just stomaching. And that one chick is like, you're just mad because your man's trying to get at me. And she was like, my man's in prison, bitch. She was like, oh, yeah, you're a whore. Your man's in prison and you're fucking with his primo. And she's like, how do you know? What'd you tell her? I said, I didn't say nothing about last night. I'm trying to play cool. Whatever. We get to eating, whatever, right? A fucking manager who comes over, is everything fine? The chicks are like, you tell them, right? My dad's like, get away from me. I'm gonna pay, I promise. I'm like, I already paid. Yeah, we already paid. Your old man paid. It's all good, right? Yeah, they're looking at me like I'm trying to steal chicken. Meanwhile, she has fucking all kinds of stain right here from the chicken just melting into her tits. You know how it is, man. My dad's like, make sure you bring a garbage bag, man. I'll put it right here and you just throw patties in there. It's for late night because you know this bitch Sheila's gonna get hungry. So I always have to feed her off the tit. So we're kicking it. And I decided to go out and have me a frajo, right? So I go out there. Changa's like, I'm done. My stomach hurts. This just made these ugly chicks made me sick. And I'm thinking, Changa, you make me sick when you smile every time too. But I'm not going to tell you that because I'm trying to get a mamon until Pepe gets out. Let's go. So as we're outside smoking, them chicks come out. And that same one that was getting at me, she was like, hey, call me. Right? And I'm thinking, I gave you my number. You're supposed to call me. And she was like, yeah, call me. And Changa's like, maybe he will, maybe he won't. And she turns around, she's like, bitch, you got a problem? And I was like, oh shit, there's 4 of them. They got a mugre too. They got their own, they got a Chicago Bear, right? They got their own version of Sheila. And that was a mistake because Changa's like, I ain't scared of you bitches. What's up? And that girl from Modesto was like, what's up? She ran up in her face, nose to nose. And I know she was getting scraped by Changa's teeth. Right? And Changa's like, what? And my tia came out. Nah, fuck it, bitch. Let me put my hair up. Hurry up. She's telling the paisa, put my hair up. He's like, no sé. What does she want? I'm like, she wants you to get the fuck away from her. She's about to get down. And my tia says, you're not going to fuck with my fucking nephew's bitch. Right? She's calling her a bitch too, right? And they got to swinging on my tia. And my tia got to putting the hammer down. The hammer fist down. She knocked her out like Ilia Taporia did Charles Oliveira, right? Boop! That chick was on the ground doing the fucking fit of her kabunction. Meanwhile, the big fat chick, no. And Sheila came out. And she reached to my tia, and as she went to rip my tia's shirt off, I'm not even going to lie, a piece of chicken and a piece of, look it, I'm not trying to be racial here, but there was grapes, watermelon, chicken, and on this side, I could have swore she had eggs, and I didn't even think they were serving eggs, right? It all just exploded and falling out. Sheila went, because that was her late night snack. Man, she rushed, she grabbed that big bitch by the head, and I swear to you, God is my witness. Sheila had her on the ground, hitting her head, and that big bitch reached out and grabbed a piece of the watermelon and tried to shove it in her mouth. True stories, right? The paisa's like, no, he's going back in to call 911 or something because he don't know what the fuck is going on, right? And my tia's stumping the bitch. The other 2 chicks, man, they're on Changa. Changa's fighting 2 on 1. Boom, boom, boom. She was striking back. Changa was handling her business, right? So anyways, boom. I'm right there like nervous. Like, what do I do, man? They're fighting in front of King's table. I go around, grab the keys from the paisa. I get the whip. I come back, right? Because my tia was holding the keys because she was driving. I come to get the key, bam. I pull up in the whip, like, hurry up, get in. I drag Sheila by her hair. The chick has one side of her hair, I have the other side. I guess they said you're supposed to just like slap the pit bulls when they're on each other, but I didn't know. So I just ripped her fucking hair. Get in the truck, right? Or in the van. Threw her in. Changa's like, what's up? Changa was handling her business. The other 2 chicks were all beat up because they're not used to anyone like Changa. Changa like from LA, eh? You know, saying I'm from LA, I say, right? Come on, Changa. So we get back. We go to my tia's. My tia's all fucked before the cops come. The paisa's all shook up. He's all scared. My tia's like, it's all right. I'm going to give you a pussy. You'll be all right. He's in that motherfucker. Take your ass to the back room, bro, before we put you out with the roaches. And I'm telling Changa, damn, you were handling your business. Sheila, I'm proud of you. And she was like, this bitch is up. This bitch is played out. And I said, oh, the chick that you were fighting? She goes, no, this one. She points at Sheila. Sheila goes, what are you talking about? She goes, you didn't jump in because you were trying to help me. You jumped in because you were hungry. And Sheila says, I was full actually, bitch, right? She goes, yeah, you're full of shit. And man, Sheila ran up to fucking hit Changa and she slipped. She slipped because when my tia, she still had chicken grease all over her and shit. And it was on the floor and Sheila slipped. And when she slipped, Changa caught her. Boom. And Sheila, whenever you see her, she has a tear right here. Boom. That motherfucker went flying like fucking Mayweather's did with in the Maidana fight, right? And I was in slow motion like, oh shit. And I seen Sheila like falling and Changa slipped too and fell on her ass. Boom. And Sheila was on her on her head, just hitting her. Fuck you. This is Norte gang. I was like, what? Right? Hey, the pit bulls were Norte gang in the background, right? Sheila was like, I don't even gang bang, but fuck you, right? Fucking what do you call it? Changa. She was like, no, stop. Changa was catching her in the mouth. Sheila was bleeding. You could see chicken juice and fucking blood mixing. And so it was like getting everywhere and everyone was slipping and sliding. And I'm sitting there trying to break them up. And somehow my hand, I don't know how. I really don't. To this day, I don't know how it slipped in the jeans of fucking Changa. And I had to grip her by the hole and and pull her to the side. And I was maneuvering it a little bit as I did that. And then Sheila, I didn't really want to touch her because Bensa, but it's gross, right? So I like kind of kicked her like away. And Changa was like, bitch. And my tia came out like, hey, you don't fucking fight in my house. I'm over there trying to get head. And what are you doing, right? And my tia was like, I'm going to kick you out, Sheila. She was like, what about Changa? I like her a little bit better because at least that bitch cleans. And that was it. Anyways, man, that's how it ended up. I ended up taking Changa with me to my pad. I had to go argue with my old lady, make sure she got out of there. And Changa's still with me for a week or two. Gracias, Pepe. No problem. Can I give you a hola for the good times? For the great times. For her. For me, mediocre times, but hey, meaty poker times. It is what it is. If you like this one, tap in tomorrow. I got super tortas. I got super tias. I got El Rocho. We got super woods. We got a lot. Supers popping, man. I appreciate you guys' time. The gun's back, and I'm relentless. I'm not playing about this shit. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in, and that's the betterment of all people. If you like the supers, hit a 1. If you don't, hit a 2, and we'll get to something new. Bang, bang.